Hello everyone, welcome to my session. My name is Fernando Angulo. I'm Senior Market Research at SEMrush, and today we're going to be sharing a lot of data, a lot of information, and of course, what is going to be next for search marketing in the next Q4, organic and paid. And of course, welcome again. Stay tuned for the next 20 minutes. So this is us. We are basically in every single part of the world. I'm right now in our Prague office. We are in the market more than 13 years. We have more than 7 million users. And of course, all the people who are working in SEMrush right now are working, some of them remotely as me, some of them at the main offices in Boston, for example, or in Dallas, or in Philadelphia, or in St. Petersburg. But again, we are data lovers. We are an online visibility platform that is working with content marketing, with SEO, with social media, and of course, we want to deliver the best data possible. Okay, but that's what is happening with SEMrush, right? I want to share what is happening today with corporate strategy. Since all the meetings, most of the meetings are right now online, the information about the users, the price, about the products or the services, and the place where to promote, where to share, where to expand more the destinations for user acquisition are the main three topics that are leading the corporate strategy right now. Or you are user-centric, or you are price-centric, or you are focusing where to go next. So these are some of the trends that are following most of the corporations out there. Why is that? Well, first, because we are living a very interesting time here, and users, I need to say it like this, are not only empowered, not anymore. They have rights. And you can say, what that means, right? Basically, all the expectation that we have and the moment we want to acquire it in our immediate context is something that we need in this specific moment. Is something that is happening right now in every single country in the world. If you are in Australia, if you are in Canada, if you are in China mainland, if you are in Russia or in Europe, and you have a desire, a small desire or need, let's say I'm in Australia, 3 a.m., I want a Mexican taco, right? I can just take my mobile device, ask for that to a delivery service, and voila, in less than 20, 30 minutes, I'm going to have it, right? Same is happening with products. Same is happening with services. You can have whatever you want at the moment you want. That's the competition right now. Fast doesn't mean better. Fast, that means that you can afford to have a really organized and well-structured website. Why is that? Because the users want that. And of course, where to find those users for most of the e-commerce brands? That's the main question. Basically, let me give you some insights about what is happening. This is a research we held last year. We have all the information about 2,000 the most popular e-commerce websites worldwide in different industries: fashion, consumer electronics, health, and beauty. And our purpose here is to understand how the environment, how the industry changed during the last year and the first month of this year, and how the e-commerces are facing those changes. So let's start with this keyword that was the growth of this keyword was really impressive in February last year. Buy online. You can see that growth, about 100% of growth of just buy online, wherever it is immediately intrinsic to the search intention here. Then you can see traffic to e-commerce websites. This is global information that we have here. Every single month, the amount of people searching for products was just growing really high. So if you are in the e-commerce industry, this is your time. And it happens to be that maybe next year is going to be also your year. So congrats on that. And we can see that the fastest growing e-commerce by category, by traffic in categories, were in 2020 by far home and garden. Then you have food and groceries, then sports and outdoors. Those were the leading categories in e-commerce websites, but the amount of traffic that they gather in 2020. But what happened with the sources? So from January 2019 to September 2020, we measured the sources of traffic, and we found out that direct traffic is still the number one by far. Then you have search, then referral, then social, then paid. So direct traffic here is the main winner. Why is that? Well, basically, big brands, big names, you remember easily. All the branding that they have is useful for trust. Building trust around your brand image is really necessary to attract more people and to keep them coming again and again. Then you have the search. Well, SEO is still there, it's working, and the need of search is not anymore a need, it's a requirement. You need to have an SEO team that is working for you, because only having a website, that is not the only thing that you need to do. You have a lot of competition. Referral traffic with more partners or affiliates that you have, that's also something that is growing. Social is growing as well. Paid also is there, but by far, direct and search traffic are the main that they have the dominance on this source of traffic. Then let's see about branded and non-branded traffic in e-commerce. So you can see for just for an instance, you have pet products. You see that 9% are branded products and 91% non-branded. So newcomers, huge opportunity for newcomers on these on all of these categories. Again, for sports and outdoors, 11% brand traffic. That means that they know the brand name, they know the company, but 89% are buying from non-branded search queries, which is a lot of opportunity. So with this slide, the thing that you can see is that you have still a lot of opportunities if you are not using brand keywords. With non-branded keywords, there are plenty of opportunities for acquiring more users. And what is happening with the call to actions? What were the most visible ones? So here you can see that we have for different categories the top 3 call to actions. Let's say for consumer and electronics, trusted scenes, tech support, authorized dealer. So a lot of clicks for these CTAs. Sport and outdoors, top brands, shop latest, premium outdoor. So if you are creating ads, the CTAs should contain these keywords. Why is that? Because these were the winners in 2020. Thousands of clicks. And of course, if we go immediately to the products, what was happening there? So you can see the year-over-year growth and on the most popular products. So the number one you can see was and still is frozen bread, then cheese gift box, webcams, yoga mats, beer gift box, puzzles, globes, and so on. You can see that the growth year over year for these products was just crazy. 400% year over year, 300% year over year, 200% year over year. So the necessity, the need of the people for this type of products was just growing really fast. And we all know why that was happening, right? Then what about the traffic to the top e-commerce platforms? In this case, we have 10 of the biggest e-commerce platforms that are including, of course, Amazon and so on. And you can see here that it was a huge spike during the first 2 quarters, the second quarter of 2020. And we were expecting the growth. Actually, that already happened in Black Friday, during the Black Friday time last year in October. This year, we're expecting the same thing. And what is the situation right now? Because users are not only searching on Google, right? They have several other platforms for search, such as Trivago, eBay, Amazon, also several products. Pinterest is a great platform. TripAdvisor, if you are looking for services, of course. And Google is another type of search that is helping to understand how people are searching, right? And also, there exist different types of passive ways to search. You can do it in YouTube, comparing one product to another. In your smart TV, you can do that, comparing apps for that, or Instagram, or Twitter, or Facebook. Also, TikTok, you can see different products or services by providers, and seems to be a great platform for advertising as well for e-commerces. Let's see some numbers. What is happening with the type of search by country? Let's compare US, Germany, and Japan in this case. So you can see that Google is the number one for search in Germany. The second the second in Japan, and the third in US, for example. Here you can see that just for an instance, yes, I was seeing Netflix. Netflix is still the number one. You can see in the US, number two Germany, number three in Japan. But the things are changing a lot for Twitter, for example. Twitter is the number one in Japan, as it is Yahoo. Yahoo is the number one search engine for Japan. The second is the second for Germany, and the third for US. So different types of search, different platforms for search. But what is the focus that you need to be using right now? Where is your focus needs to be right now pointing out? The first question for most of the marketers these days should be, what objectives are users looking for? In this case, we're talking about search intent. So how they are searching, right? That's the second question. How do users search? What they are searching, how they are searching. So just to identify different type of platforms. Then we need to understand, okay, what should I offer to my users, right? We need to identify the best product, the best service, the top performer product, the top performer service, to match that search intent with that experience that we can offer with our website. So just answering these three questions can help a lot into your marketing user acquisition. And of course, how budgets are changing, how there are realities with marketing budgets, because we have heard that there is a lot of companies that they are just cutting the budget from marketing, or others that are just spending more money. So let's see some numbers. So search spend is growing. Slow, not as fast as we expected, but the 10% until 2020, that was something that we saw. Basically, you have display in video, you have on social media, or you have other type of display that are advertising, or just search. You can see is in the second place, which is a perfect growth. But also, if we are talking about just budget, about dollars, we can see that we are expecting that in 2023, the amount of budget for marketing will grow really, really high. Already passing through TV or radio, investing in internet is something that is not a necessity anymore. It's something really required. Sorry for that. And of course, when we're trying to understand how the spending is going from different channels, we can see that most of the companies, according to Forrester, they are spending since 2018 basically most on in-stream video ads. Video advertising is great, but also paid search is going to be there. Email marketing is still a great platform, but most of this investment is not there. So banners and video ads are perfect for investment because their return is going to be more more easy to receive. Let me show you some aspects of the marketers that are going to be living these kind of changes. The first type of marketers are the advanced marketers. So these are the kind of marketers that are going to be just buying data, just working with data, and just filtering the data to understand the user's path through different analytics platforms. The second type of marketers are the intermediate marketers, those who are using basically the user profile, the buyer journey to understand where the users are going. And the last type of marketers, the small marketing budgets from SMBs as well, they're going to be just copying what the intermediate marketers are doing with their buyers journey, with the user profiles. So basically, you're working with data and you're working with users. That depends on the situation that you are in the industry that you are working. If you are working with data, you must know that getting ROI from ads is really painful, but it works. You're not going to be receiving the ROI this year, maybe not in the next 2 years, maybe not in the next 3 years, but at some point, that investment is going to be working really well. You can see here that for different channels, for example, for SEO, it's kind of more easier to understand when you're going to be receiving your ROI. For other channels, it's also maybe something like losing your time to try to identify the ROI for that investment, because it's not very transparent how to measure that, for example, for website personalization. But for social media ads, for paid advertising, you can have that not immediately in the next year, in 2 years. That's something that the industry is okay with. And let's say there are three trends that are really slowing the growth of paid advertising overall. The first of those three is 50% of marketing budgets are cutting off in 50%. Second trend, Amazon. Of course, Amazon is taking a huge portion of that advertising budget. And the third trend is voice search. Voice search is something that is here to stay. Maybe it's in the initial stage of development, but it still is here. You are familiar with a voice search device because you have a mobile device, or maybe you have already your favorite assistant, Alexa, Cortana, or whatever you have, or Siri. So these three trends are changing all the rules of the game. Why is that? Because the user acquisition is going to be different in the future. Right now, every single website is losing SEO traffic, and that's something that is going to be continuing. All the websites are going to be constantly losing SEO traffic. That's something that, okay, can change the way that you are viewing your traffic acquisition, not measuring only the amount of people that are coming from search, but also measuring the brand impact. How good is the content performing on search engines? For example, this company, Citizens Bank from the US, they are measuring their brand impact through feature snippets, the number of feature snippets and the positions that they have with those keywords matching the feature snippets are a great choice. Also, this is another example, Bank Bazaar, they are not measuring anymore just the traffic, the amount of users, visitors that they have. They are measuring also brand impact through feature snippets acquisition. So the more feature snippets they have, the more visibility and comprehensive users they're going to be creating. This is something that you can also use. Why is that? Because, okay, feature snippets, they are not that intrusive as ads, because they are not ads. They are really relevant because they are huge, right? This is something that is very similar that Amazon is doing right now with their own ads. Well, Amazon is forcing marketers to reevaluate their budget spending on ads. Why is that? basically because most of the searches on products, they already surpass Google by far. Most of the 50%, more than 50% of the searches, they are already made not on Google, but on Amazon. So Amazon is there to stay for product acquisition, for user acquisition on product searches. 65% of Amazon users, they are not noticing, they're suddenly not noticing the presence of ads, because those ads are really, really well elaborated. And of course, Amazon, they're working really great with their partners. They're creating a really incredible experience for their users. And people are not recognizing the ads even when they have it in front of their eyes. Like here, for example, we have two ads, and they're really similar to the product that is next to the same category. And this is a comment from a CEO of a multinational food and drink company. They say, we have started to decrease our investments in Google to invest more in Amazon in the US, and I hope the same to happen in Europe from time to time. So they are moving from Google to Amazon. And let's say Google, and Facebook, they have kind of similar structure when we're talking about revenue. Most of their revenue are coming from ads, but Amazon is a different monster. They are getting their revenue not from ads, but you can see the numbers, $50 billion only in 2020 as revenue from advertising. So this is something that is pretty new for them, but they are going definitely to that landscape. And of course, the rest of the revenue from Amazon is just huge. They have billions to spend on different experiments. For example, voice search for them is something that are doing really great with Alexa. And if we're talking about voice search, we need to talk about search and those results that we gather at the 80% of all answers in voice assistants are coming from search features. 70% are coming from feature snippets, and 11% are coming from people also ask. So that means if you are investing your time not only in traffic acquisition, but also in brand impact with feature snippets, you are investing also in voice search, which is a win-win situation for anyone. Ranking for voice search is going to be really, really important because you need to have the structure, you need to have the text, you need to have the answer, and you need to have links. So we are, again, in the SEO space here with your products. And to do that, you can use tools like Answer the Public or Topic Research by SEMrush, tools that are really powerful, not only for keyword research, but for topic research as well, which is more related to the questions that people are asking around your products and around your services. So basically, smart assistants are going to be more sophisticated in the next 3 years. You can see that AI will improve the ability to answer complex questions in the nearest 3 to 5 years. The AI is going to be anticipating user needs before performing the search. In 5 or more years, AI are going to be making decisions based on affinities and habits learned by the user. So this is a technology that is here to stay. And the final recommendations, do not focus only on one exclusive channel. There are plenty of them. You just need to be careful to study your user's journey, where they are, how they're buying, and how you can promote the services to match that buyer journey with your users. Second one, analyze how your potential user uses different channels on through their journey. And the last one, position your brand to understand the brand impact, and to identify that in each stage of the journey to meet your users' needs. Basically, hope this information was useful for you. If you have any questions, please reach out. I'm going to be here to reply to all of them. Thank you for your attention. Have a great day.
Hey, Fernando, thank you. That was mind-blowing. Big insights, huge insights, given the fact that, did you mention SEMrush have 7 million active paying customers?
Users. Yeah, we have a huge base of right. Customers. Yeah,
that's enormous, because you have not just customer data, but you guys do a terrific job at indexing the internet. So just the insights we got from some of what you shared, especially the growth of e-commerce, it still seems to be growing. Obviously, it's dipping now, but I think we're going to sort of the rise in which we saw in 2020 may not be as much in 2021, but I think we have a new sort of high, which is incredible, Fernando. So some other big ideas I got from here was featured snippets, and its importance as a new metric for bigger brands. And with D2C e-commerce, we should be looking at our featured snippets, results. The other thing was how voice search connects to featured snippets, which I found I'd never ever built that connection. And then the dominance of Amazon. Amazon now has more product searches than Google. It's insane.
It's mind
We need to.
blowing. Yeah.
Yeah. So there is growth. Just want to thank you. Just incredible stuff. So what are your predictions for this Q4 from a industry perspective and a search perspective?
Well, basically, all the companies that are working with an SEO team, they are working together with the content strategy team because they need to build more visibility using promotion with ads and, of course, with featured snippets. Right now, acquiring featured snippets is the main thing that you need to do right now. Right. All the questions that are covering your users need: how to open a bank account, how to change a tire in my Range Rover, how to do whatever the question is. The result that is you're going to be gathering can have the feature snippet and your voice search result. So that's a win-win situation because it's free for now, and you don't need to invest nothing more than the time of your content marketing team and your SEO.
Yeah, makes tremendous amounts of sense. Thank you for turning up, Fernando, for the Commerce Accel, conference. We appreciate it. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Cheers. Bye.